Hi friends, I hope all of you are doing good. Today we are going to discuss sequencing chapter from operations research and we are going to apply here Johnson's rule. So let's start. In this chapter there is a problem. You can see this is a table and 5 jobs are given in the table, and this is the timing of machine A. Machine A is doing first job in 5 hours. Machine B is doing first job in 2 hours. In the same way, the timing of the machines A and B in hours are given, and we need to calculate. First we will find out sequencing, means order of the jobs. Sequencing means we need to find out the order of the jobs of machine A and B, so that both machines can finish their task, both machines can finish their jobs in minimum time. Second, we will find out elapsed time. Elapsed time we will find out by a table format, and idle time also we will calculate by this table. So let's start. See, for sequencing method is we will calculate minimum time of machine A and B. So minimum time of machine A and B is 1. So we are getting this minimum time from machine A. So we will write here A, and now we will check the job. So this 1 we are getting from A, and from second job, so we will write here 2, A2. Now this second job we will fill in the boxes. We have 5 jobs, so we made 5 boxes. Now this second job we will fill here in this box. Again, now this job has done, so we will remove this row from our table. Now again the same process we will follow. We will find out minimum time of machine A and B. This time minimum time is 2, which we are getting from B machine, and now we will check the number of the job, which is 1, so B1. So we are getting first job this time from machine B. So from machine B, now pay attention, we are getting from machine B, so we will start filling from right hand side. If we get minimum time from machine A, we will fill from starting point or from left hand side. If we get minimum time from machine B, we start from ending point or from right hand side. Clear? Now this row we will remove. Again same process we need to follow. We have to repeat it. Minimum time of machine A and B now 3, which we are getting from machine A, and number of the job is 4. So this fourth job we will write here, and we will remove this row. Next, minimum time of machine A and B this time is 4, which we are getting from B machine, and number of the job is 5. So this time we are getting from B machine. So fifth job we will fill from right hand side from ending point. Now we will remove this row. Now you can see here only 1 job is left and 1 box is left. So we will fill this job in this box. Now this is our optimal sequence which we were trying to find out. Now we will calculate elapsed time. Elapsed time, for elapsed time the table is job, machine A and machine B. Machine B, time in and time out. Time in for machine A and time out for machine B. Same way for machine A, sorry. Same way time in for machine B. Time in and time out for machine B. In last we will calculate total time. Total time. By this table we will calculate elapsed time. Okay, so job we will follow now this sequence. 2, 4, 3, 5, 1, 2, 4, 3, 5 and 1. Now time in for first machine always will be 0. So time in for first machine always will be 0. Now time out. How do we calculate time out? For this we need this table. The table which is given in the question, that table. That is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and times for machine A 5, 1, 9, 3, 10. 5, 1, 9, 3 and 10, and for B 2, 6, 7, 8, 4. Now time out, just pay attention here how we will calculate this time out for machine A. So time in for machine A, second job. Now we will check 1 hour. Machine A is completing second job in 1 hour. So we will add this one here. So 0 plus 1, 1. Now this time out will be time in for the next job. So next job is fourth job. Fourth is machine A. Time is 3. So 1 plus 3 is 4. Or we can write the diagonally. So 4 will come here. This 4. And machine A third job. Machine A third job is 9. So 4 plus 9 is 13. This 13 we will write down. You can see fifth job. So fifth job for machine A is 10. 13 plus 10 is 23. Now first job for machine A is 5. So 23 plus 5 will be 28. Now this time out of machine A will be time in for the next machine. So next machine is machine B. So this time out will be time in. And the same process we will follow. We will find time out for machine B, second job. So machine B and second job time is 6. So 1 plus 6 is 7. Again diagonally we need to write. So 7. And fourth job machine B. Fourth job machine B is time 8. 7 plus 8 is 15. Now we will write here 15. Here 15. And third job for machine B. Third job machine B is timing 7. So 7 plus 15 is 22. Now pay attention here guys. Here time out is 22 and machine A is completing its job in 23 hours. So it's mean that machine B has to wait 1 hour. Machine B is completing in 22 hours. So machine B is waiting 1 hour. So and here we will write the maximum time of both of them. So 22 here and 23 here. So we will take this time, maximum time 23. Now fifth job machine B. Fifth job machine B is 4. 23 plus 4 is 27. Again pay attention here. Here 27, here 28. As I said, we will write here maximum time. So 28 we will take. 28 first job machine B is 2. So 28 plus 2 is 30. Now this is our elapsed time. Elapsed time is 30. Understood? So this is the elapsed time. Now we will calculate idle time. Idle time. Suppose if we need to find out idle time for machine A. So what is the method? We will just add this timing. Add. And we will subtract this timing from elapsed time. That will be idle time for machine A. In the same way, if suppose you need to calculate idle time for machine B, so we will add this time, machine B, time, total time, and we will subtract this total time from elapsed time. That will be the idle time for machine B. Suppose if in question they are asking idle time for the whole system. So we will just add idle time of machine B and idle time of machine A. So if we will add idle time for both machines, that will be the idle time for the system. Idle time means extra time, how much time machines need to wait. So understood? We calculated sequencing. Sequence minimum A and minimum time of machine A, minimum time of machine B. And if suppose we are getting minimum time from machine A, so we will start filling from starting, and suppose if we are getting minimum time of machine B, so we are filling from last ending point. So this way we will find our job sequence. Second, we will calculate elapsed time. Elapsed time we will calculate by this table. And third, we have calculated idle time. We just add all this time and we subtract this time from elapsed time. That will be the idle time of machine A. Suppose idle time for machine B. So we will add this time and we will subtract this time from this time, elapsed time. That will be the idle time for machine B. Suppose for whole system we need to calculate idle time, so we will just add idle time of machine A and idle time of machine B. So these type of questions come in the exam, and this was my lecture 1 for sequencing chapter. And yeah, one thing more, I have uploaded so many videos on Vogel's approximation method and matrix minima method, northwest corner rule, and simplex method. But in all methods, in every method, there are variations in the questions. There are different type of questions in the method. So if you want to check those type of questions also, so just comment below. And if you like my video or my teaching method, so please subscribe my channel and like my video. Thank you so much. Bye bye.